This one should be fun today. We're gonna do a couple of them. Well, we're gonna try to do a couple of them. Might only end up doing one, but we'll see how it goes. Need new tape. Tape, you've definitely run your course. Getting all curly on me now. We're gonna do Maxx to start, and then depending on how long it takes, maybe one more. P. Garza, what's up? Yes, Maxx with the middle finger. Thanks, Mateo. Yeah, he's got a fun hand. Whew. See if I can get my brain going here. Automatic nowadays.
But I literally go into the settings on the TV and I connect it first to your earbuds.
Well,
and then it goes, okay, you're connected, and then I put them in and it connects to yours.
no, well, I don't know. Stop it though.
It's so annoying.
So annoying. Yep, yes sir. I'm gonna do Maxx for you. I may have to reposition this here. Dag nabbit. Like that sketch? Toddlers? right there. It ain't very well earned, in my opinion. I know we're gonna have to get rid of this middle finger here, but I've got to do the rest of it like it's gonna be there. Sketchy, just show up and support, bro. So you're a toddler just like anybody else. Unless, of course, you don't like the moniker, and then, you know. Don't worry about it. If you don't like it, you don't have to have it. You got a bounce, bro? Yeah, Sketch, see? You're already special, bro. You're already special. We'll see you, Sketch. Do your thing, man. So this one is a little, I mean, Maxx is a little challenging because he's got this kind of, you know, his knuckle thing, like where it comes from, and getting that shape right is gonna take just a little finagle. Oh, bro, I appreciate that, Sketch. I mean, I don't want you to be comparing to me necessarily. I don't necessarily have any desire to be better than you, quote unquote, but I appreciate the compliment either way. Pisey, what's up, my man? Is it a thing or a series? Can it be both? Define, like, if it was a thing, what kind of thing do you mean? Is it like a fetish? Yeah, so, what's up, bro, man? So, you know, we did Hulk, Hellboy, Infinity Gauntlet. It was just like a concept that I had. I've got a convention coming up, and I was like, man, I want to do some new stuff, but I wasn't really, you know, doing these full size 11 by 17s, like with, you know, a full body character and color and all that stuff is a pretty labor intensive process. And I just I didn't think I would be able to get more than 1 or 2 done. I don't really know what caused me to want to do the hands per se. But I just was like, oh, let me try to do a Venom and see what happens, because, you know, I love doing hands. And I did the Venom, and, you know, not only did it turn out great, but it also was like fairly quick, went a lot faster, better than the feet. Yeah. Somebody else suggested I should do a foot series, and we would call it the arm and leg series. Yeah, right. It's funny. So it just started looking good, and then I just was like, man, this is like, you guys they look pretty good to you on your screens, but they're significantly more striking in person. And when I get all these done and I hang them up at the convention, I really feel like they're gonna help my booth stand out. Like, it's gonna be a great series, dude. It's gonna help me sell some art. Faux show. So the goal, I don't really like doing stuff for the sake of trying to get sales or whatever, but I do think this is gonna, which every time I think that, it doesn't really work out that way, so it will probably backfire on me. But we'll see, man. Thanks, Pisces. And then Joey Lee Cabral has been kind of pressing me a little bit. He's like, dude, you do like so many commissions, you do so many customer requests. Like, I'd love to see what you would come up with if you just did a series or if you did something of your own. So I somewhat took a little bit of his strategy in mind. I was like, in this rare position where my commission list was more or less done. Like, I only have a couple that are kind of laying in the wings. Nobody that's like pressing on time, and I've got that convention, so I was like, oh well, maybe I can actually take these 2 weeks and build up some hype. Yeah, draw some Deadpool feet. Build up some hype, set up an auction for like 2 weeks from now. Use it as motivation to do as many of these as I can. And then just, you know, all you can do is see what happens, right? Like, so much of art is, especially as you get a little bit long in the tooth, we'll call it. You know, I've been doing this for 20 years at this point. And it's really easy to have the misconception when you're early in your career that this next thing that you do is going to be the thing that blows you up. You know what I mean? Where you have an idea and you're like, oh my God, this is it. This is the idea that people are gonna see, and I'm gonna, like, this is it. This idea is so good. But it rarely is. This is a Tombow, yes, and this is the soft tip. I usually use the hard tip, but this big, when I'm drawing this big, I found that the soft tip helps with the size of the brush strokes. I'm actually about due to put a new one on here. But yeah, as you do this long enough, you just kind of start going, I mean, they all have their place. Like, all of my work has its place. And sometimes a piece is gonna do great, and sometimes it's not. And, you know, people are unpredictable in what they like, and you know, you just got to start going, oh, well, I'm gonna do this kind of work for the next few weeks or months, because, like, that's just what's interesting to me. And I feel like I've been doing the same kind of stuff for the better part of a year now. And not that it matters, but to some degree, I think my audience is getting a little, I wouldn't say bored, but like, sometimes you gotta shake shit up, you know? You gotta be like, I don't only do this thing. Let's see what else. Let's see what else old Todd Beats can come up with. Thanks, Antihero. Yeah, it was funny, like the first Venom that I put out, people were like, oh, hey, well, that's interesting. And then I've started to put out the other ones, and people are starting to go, oh, dude, I'm starting to, like, they start catching your vision a little bit. And it's fun, man. It's really entertaining. Like, oh, I'm starting to get what you're doing here, and I'm liking it. Oh man, I appreciate that, dude. I hope the time comes. I hope we can do something together. It'd be cool, man. It's always a little extra special when it's you get to work with people that you know, people that have been around, people that have been following and supporting for a while, and it's not just some random person off the internet that, you know, I just met. It's like, I've been following you for years and I'd like to do work. It's like, oh, okay. Like, I've never seen your name. I don't know who you are, but all of that sounds great. I don't know if you guys notice, but like, I pay attention to the people that like support me. Like, I go and respond to all my comments on Instagram, and if I post stuff on I mean, wherever I post content, I try to respond to everybody that responds to it. So I get to a place where, like, I know the real fans, you know what I mean? I know who y'all OGs are. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do Spawn. We'll do the side with the big glove. The hand with the big glove, probably. I feel like that one would be fun. Fun for sure, man. Jason Frost, what's up, my man? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, what's up, brother? along. All right, this is the point in the show where I start asking people to tell me about whatever their current favorite shows are. What are you watching? What are you seeing that's good? What's something that's disappointing you? What's something that's surprisingly entertaining? Talk to me, baby. Interview with the Vampire Season 2, looking forward to that. Cool. I did see that pop up. I've been wanting to rewatch the movie recently, so maybe I'll do that and then give the series a try. X-Men 97, I have heard good things. I've watched the first 3 or 4 episodes. I don't know which one I'm on. The last one I saw, I think I saw the one after Jean Grey became the Goblin Queen or whatever. Shit. Oopsies. Lol. Usually I'm the one way behind, bro, so that is, I don't know if you're joking or if that was genuine, but if it was genuine, my bad. And I also don't really care about spoilers, personally. So, that was my fault, man. I mean, a lot of the show's already been spoiled for me. I know some stuff that happens that isn't great. Ooh, I have been wanting to watch Shogun. Yeah, my bad, dude. You can't come into Nerd Town and not expect to hear the details of all the latest nerddom. Put on your earmuffs, bro. Oh, Halo? Like the video game Halo? Did they turn that into a show? Do I sound ridiculous for not knowing that? See what I'm talking about, man? I don't know what's going on. Fallout was awesome. We did watch that. I really enjoyed that one. And I liked how it had a very similar vibe to The Last of Us, where they did a good job of, and I don't know if that's just because this is a testament to how good video games have gotten, but it felt like a video game, but it still felt like a legit TV show. So like there's definitely a lot of parts of it that you're like, oh, this is just like the video game or a video game. Yeah, they did a good job. I mean, you're basically following what would you say, 3 primary storylines. And like when you first get into it, it's like, okay, it's a little bit all over the place, but not entirely. And then by the end of the season, you know, things are starting to come together really well and wrap up and all that good stuff. Yeah, same. I haven't even played. I played Fallout a little bit. Certainly not enough that I would consider myself a Fallout person, but I was familiar with the game. My buddy played it a bunch. And I don't remember even which one I played. But yeah, you don't have to be familiar with it to enjoy it. Sounds like Peter Jackson's back at the drawing table regarding more Lord of the Rings, possibly 2 movies in season 2 Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that's very cool. My wife and I are actually watching Rings of Power right now. So we usually have like one drama series, you know, one intense series that we're watching, and then one comedy series. And like we'll do more than that, but it's usually about what we're doing from a bring some power. Rings of Power. We know what you mean, man. You're good, dude. Hey, man, we wouldn't be bros if I didn't make fun of you for the most simple of human error. Right? The Lord of the Rings show is not for you? You're not digging it? Or you didn't like it? What did you not like about it? And no judgment here, bro. I'm not. I know a lot of people didn't. Someday, what's up, my guy? Where you been, bro? Slacking? I mean, I'm not a reader. I don't even know what the Sumerian is. Is that like is that a Tolkien like prequel? Weekend's going good, dude. It's like thousands of years before what people know as of movies now, and it's literally make you sleep reading. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's like my experience with production and editing and storytelling. I'm not having any issue with getting into it personally. It's kind of interesting seeing how they're developing these characters. You know, Galadriel is obviously in the original, and I say the original, which is funny because it's like, is it the original if it came after all of this happened? But I know you guys know what I mean. So seeing her in there and then trying to figure out who's who and whatever, I think it's fun. But then at the same time, it's like I don't have to have familiar characters in it to enjoy whatever they're gonna do with the telling of the story. Like I know a lot of people got mad because they have a black elf in it, which I think is hilarious. But America. Only in America can you get upset about the existence of made-up races. Yeah. Jackson is a great storyteller, but it was a snooze fest for me, but I'm also not a diehard Lord of the Rings fan. I'm a casual. Yeah. And you know what's weird about that kind of stuff, man? And you're absolutely not obligated to like the show by any means. Everybody is different. There's been shows that I've had similar experiences with where I'm like, the first time I gave it a go, it was, you know, it being any given show. Like it was just like, there's no way I can watch this. I'm not interested. This isn't doing it for me. But I've gone back. There's been times where I've gone back to shows that I tried once before and didn't like, and then when I come back to it the second time, for some reason I'm enjoying it. So I don't know if that has to do with like the mood. Like Ozark was a good example. And I think it was because I had just gotten done watching Breaking Bad. And I was like, oh, this is just too much like Breaking Bad, dude. Like, I'm not trying to have that exact same experience again. So you didn't get into Game of Thrones? Finished season 3 and that was enough for me. My wife watched all the seasons in House of the Dragon. Right on. Yeah, we watched all of it. I actually really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people didn't like the ending, but they could have obviously stretched that ending out another 6 or 8 episodes, or maybe a whole other season to make it a little more well-rounded. I actually called, I'm not gonna say, but I called who the king was about, I don't remember at what point, but yeah, and see, that's another one. My mom and dad were like super hype on Justified. That was one of the shows that they were like, oh my God, we've watched this show like 3 times through. We love it, so great. And Ashton and I tried to watch it, and we could barely get through the first episode. We were like, oh my God, this is such like modern like network TV, and I think that turned us off. But I'm sure we'll try it again. Conversation with a coworker about Sopranos. Is Sopranos just so good, or is it so bad that it's so good? So this is what I'm gonna say about Sopranos, bro. You just opened up a can of worms. I hope you know this. Am I mad I watched it? No. I'm not mad I watched it. James Gandolfini was so good. He's just so good as an actor. That alone, for both me and my wife, was like the saving grace of the show. That being said, there were a lot of things about that show that was not good. They would do some super weird edits and cuts. I definitely feel like it got way more credit than it deserved. Like, definitely overhyped. Like, when people talk about it being one of the best shows ever, they either don't remember, they either haven't watched it recently, or they're just saying things that they think they're supposed to say. Because compared to the modern TV, it's just not good, dude. It really is not good. There are so many plot holes, and like they leave so many things like wide open. The ending was fairly mediocre. Very, and I've had people be like, oh, well, actually, it's so brilliant because, and they try to like explain away the terribleness of it. It's like, okay, I get, like, it just wasn't good, dude. If I had never watched it, I would not, and I know what I know now about it, I would be okay. So, I don't think it's great. And I think people have a recency bias, or like a nostalgic memory on it that has them remembering it very differently than what it actually was. You know how like sometimes you'll have a show or a movie and like you remember it and it's so great, and then you go back and you rewatch it after not seeing it for years and years, and when you come back you're like, oh god, this is kind of terrible. Yeah, there was just a bunch of fails on it, man. A lot of fails. I can tell you this, I will never watch it through again. I kind of feel like sort of what happened was the creator of the show had this decent idea for a mob boss that like is going to therapy, and the idea of that took off, and then they tried to like he wasn't actually like he had a good idea, but he wasn't as talented as his idea was, if that makes sense. But he had to he had to pretend like he was brilliant. So he just kind of kept building on the original idea. But I just don't think he really knew what he was doing. You know? But that's just my opinion. I think it would be kind of fair to say like, well, yeah, go try and find something else he's done that was great. It's like M. Night Shyamalan, right? Like, that dude's first hit was so good. And he's kind of been living off that ever since. Like, he's done good movies and stuff since, but nothing remotely as amazing as Sixth Sense. Boardwalk Empire, yeah, that's one that we've been considering. Or one I should say I've been considering. Yeah, David Chase. Like, cool, David Chase, you're brilliant. So what other ideas do you have? And he's like, So this ending is great because, like, well, if you have to sit there and like go through this convoluted process to explain to me why it was great, then it wasn't that great. Saints of Newark was awful. Okay. Was that his other? I feel like that was the other show you did. The other David Chase series. Bro, man, hell yeah, dude. Well, bookmark the show. Everybody, if you are not familiar, Breaking Bad is one of the best shows of all time. Period, point blank. Phenomenal, phenomenal series. One of the best endings. Even El Camino, the follow-up ending where they follow Jesse after all the events that happened in Breaking Bad. Just phenomenal series, dude. Yeah, as I was saying, anybody that is interested in any of these pieces, they're all going to be up for auction on June 1st. It is in my show list. You can bookmark that, please. Would be awesome. Helps me out. Whether you're going to buy something or not, I'd appreciate you going and bookmarking that show. Better Call Saul was phenomenal. So good. I mean, Bob Odenkirk was so good in that. And it was such a, like, it took a little bit to get into it because we watched that immediately after. Like, I rewatched Breaking Bad with my wife. And it holds up for sure. But we watched Better Call Saul right after that, and it was so good. Totally different, like, vibe and energy from Breaking Bad, but similar, which I appreciated. And that's like how you know a character is great. Like, what's the guy's name that made that? Gilliland. Yeah, I think we're gonna do an Iron Man arm, Boston. Yeah, and I can get how people would, it would take them a lot to get into Breaking Bad, but I think it's the best show of all time. If you, from a beginning to end standpoint, and the ending being appropriate for how the rest of the series went, and I just think it was as good as TV gets. And Ozark too. Ozark is right up there. Ozark took what they did great on Breaking Bad and just amped it up a few notches. Yes, exactly. Took Breaking Bad to a 10 and ran with it. And I'm kind of the same someday. Like, if stuff starts getting overhyped, I tend to kind of steer clear of it until the hype has died down a bit. Like, my buddy ruined my first experience of John Wick. because you know it's kind of this small-ish movie, and I'm a Keanu fan, but you know he hadn't really done anything great in a while. And my buddy is like, "Oh my God, dude, this movie is so good." I was like, "Oh really?" He's like, "It's so amazing, man." And I go into it, and it's like, so this is just all about, like, I was going into it expecting a great movie, and it's not really a great movie. It's a great, it's like a great stunt. It's like stunts for the sake of stunts. And if you go into it thinking you're gonna get like this phenomenal like story and, you know, this wonderful experience as far as top to bottom, that's not really what that show is good for. The show is good for you're just going to be in awe with how all the crazy stuff that they're going to pull off in this film. That's my opinion anyway. Right. It's like a stunt movie. It's strictly there to show what's possible from a stunt standpoint. But you're not going to go out of it and be like, "Oh my God, I was so, like, it was so poignant." You're going to come out of it and be like, "I don't get doing all of that for a dog, but it was cool. It's cool, I guess." Yes. It's fun. So the first time I watched it, I was like, bro, overhyped, not good. But I rewatched it and I was like, oh, okay. Fresh eyes, lower expectations. I get it now. So I became a fan afterwards. My wife's in there using the world's tiniest lawnmower. Yeah. I mean, the thing that's groundbreaking about it is the stunts. Like, from that perspective, if you go into it going, okay, what are they, from a real person stunt standpoint, like, they are pushing the limit of what is possible and what most people are into. Totally agree. It was, and I mean, they're talking about doing another one. I thought he was done with it, but they are doing. I've heard rumors that they're going for another round, so to speak. Ip Man. I've watched, I think I saw the first one of that. And maybe the second one. I know I haven't watched more than that. And I'm not even positive I watched the second one. Yeah, Donnie was cool. He was a badass in that. See, and I'm behind on my Star Wars content too, man. I've watched all of the more recent series. Like, I never watched the final. Shut up. That's not what I'm talking about, Siri. The last installment with Rey and what's his name? I think I did watch Rogue One. Is that the one that has what's his name? The guy that he was like super popular there for a little bit. I've not seen The Suiciders. We did watch the first season of Mandalorian and enjoyed that. I don't think we ever watched the second season. I'm not LXMG. I'm not familiar with the Suiciders. Nas, thanks, man. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, that probably saved them a butt ton of money, right? Like, okay, you're gonna play this character, but we don't really need you to do anything unless we take the mask off. Nas, thanks, man. I think we're pretty much done. I'm gonna add some details here. After your auction June 1, what would it cost to get something done? I'm thinking maybe something elaborative, plastic, man. Man, probably, like, ideally, I think these pieces are probably gonna be like in that 250 range, maybe 3. Which is a pretty, it's a bargain for this size. And full color. Like usually just a black and white single character in this size I charge $350. But because it's just a hand, I'm like able to do a lot more in a shorter period of time. So I think it's a good value for people, but probably somewhere in there, man. Like 250 to 3. Yeah, it's a super steal at 11 by 17. And I'm telling you, man, these, you put this up in your room, it's striking. Like, they look, you know, my usual 6x9, that's how big a 6x9 is. So, they are, I'm very, very excited to see how people respond to this in person. Hell yeah, Nas. And we need to talk about that that Invincible soon. Cauterized burnt smoking stump for Luke Skywalker. Oh, that's funny. I mean, those are still on the books. Client is still working on getting his first half down. But they're coming. Nice, dude. Looking forward to it, Anti. Alex, this is a character that goes by the name of Maxx, M-A-X-X. Pretty popular back in, I think the original book came out in the mid-90s, early mid-90s. Dude, that looks so sick. Bro, man, I think we're looking in the 250 to 300 range, but probably, unless it's an especially complex character, like I don't think I would do that Infinity Gauntlet again for less than 300. Infinity Gauntlet, maybe even 4, but if it's a semi-regular-ish hand, probably 250 is the price I'm thinking. We're gonna see how the auction goes and how people respond to it, and I'll kind of determine a price point there, but I think that's probably realistic. But we'll see, man. Joey's very anti me letting people commission. He's like, you need to just let people know that this is your chance, and if they want it, that's the one that they're getting. And I'm like, we'll see. I like commissions. I also don't want to get stuck doing just hands, which I don't think I would. You know, I don't. but there are a bunch of these that it's like prize fighting, right? Like the whole point of doing this gig is to earn a living doing it. So I'm not going to turn down money. I hope the group hates at least 2 of these. You're like, I hope I can afford to get some of these. Good answer, Broman. See, Broman knows the game. It's like, I'm not telling you which ones I like. All right, that looks great. All right, let's do one more today. I could imagine they look way nicer in person than on a tiny little phone we're watching. Dude, I mean, I try not to brag too much, man, but these are definitely gonna catch people's eye. Drax, what sketch covers are available? Dude, I have a ton. Thundercats, Duke, Cobra Commander, tons of Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, Avengers, Garbage Pail Kids, Plot Holes, Ghost Machine. I mean, there's others. Is there something in particular you're thinking of? Well, that's a good question, bro. What is it gonna be? Chavo, what's up, my man? Good to see you, bro. John Wick holding a leash. Yep. Nailed it. Ooh, Dr. Doom's glove is actually a good idea. Oh, somebody said, had a really good idea the other day. Maybe I already did it, or maybe I already considered it. But another great idea would be Lion-O's glove. Drax95, did you bounce, dude? Did I answer your question well enough, or did I just not say anything that was enticing for you? Lino would be dope, right? Was this Alu urinate on his hand to help his cripple his back? Alu's urine soaked in his. Oh, yeah. Dude, Negan would be a cool one. There's so many, dude. There's so many great ideas. And it's, the hardest part is gonna be like, how many I'm gonna get done. Cause I think I'm gonna definitely have to do like a Ninja Turtle one. Like, get all the Ninja Turtles in there. First of all, because I think once I get in a rhythm of that, it'll be relatively easy. And like for a lot of these, like the Maxx one, the only reason I went ahead and did that one, even though I don't necessarily think it would be the most popular concept, was because one of my best clients wanted to at least get a print of that one. And I was planning on doing it anyway and stuff, so it's like, oh, okay, well, I'll just go ahead and do this one. But a lot of the other ones, I'm like, I kind of need to do stuff that I think has a decent probability of selling. Yeah, I mean, it won't be hard to do it if everybody pays me. It will be hard if everybody wants me to do it and not get paid. The people that just are like fans and they're like, hey, can you do this one? 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 Jeez, dude. I mean, in theory, yes. I mean, you can definitely suggest, because there's going to be ones that are just straight up going to be better ideas than others, quite frankly. Or ideas that maybe strike me more intensely than others. Like, I may end up doing another Wolverine with the blue glove. Because I feel like that would also kind of help. That'll be a good algorithm booster. I haven't done any charged up hands yet. I assume that that will happen. I'm not sure if I will do that with like Spawn's hand when I do him. I've considered it. It's just whether I want to, how much energy I want to put into rendering some of these. Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Well, you just have to wait and see. What about this is making you want to watch Tombstone?
got problems. I haven't got problems. I haven't got problems. I've got fucking problems. Plural.
Jason, yes. My. Hold on. Final Boss 4 should be available hopefully by next month. It would be awesome if we, if I could get it in by then. Before my show, that's what I'm hoping for. Guts, guts, guts. Chopped head, broken leg, snapped leg. Dude with the spike in his head. And his arm is chopped off. Bleeding into the logo. Super dope. Blood is raining down. Law, law. Acylic. Acylic MG. That information is confidential. It will all be known to you soon, my friend. And I gotta try and get this done before my hand falls apart from the caffeine. Anybody figuring this one out yet? Hey, someday coming through in the clutch. Oh, did they? Somebody said it before. Well, they should have yelled so I could hear them. Yeah, it'll be interesting, man. I'm not too mad at it. Like, as long as it's done well, I don't care. But they are going to have some challenges ahead of them. Favorites, Old Newmark, Bagley, Hickman, all those guys. I really like the cast that they selected. Hell yeah, dude. I mean, I know Marvel's been getting some hate lately because they haven't been, you know, putting out the bangers that they had there for a minute, but I don't think they're nearly as bad as people are making them out to be. Personally. You know, to each his own, obviously. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Yeah, Madam Web, we have not watched that one yet. I have also heard a mixed bag on that. And people's responses, so it will be interesting. I think the MCU has definitely been done better than almost everything that Sony has attempted to do. But we'll see. the hardest things in comics, man. A relaxed hand. SCS, what's up, man? Thanks, dude. Correct. Sorry if I missed you before. Yeah, Ghost Rider would be not impossible by any stretch, but would be challenging because of the, like, I guess I would have to draw him with a chain. Does he usually rock a skeleton hand though? Isn't his hand usually got a glove on it? Am I tripping there?
How do you like having your life fucked with? How do you like having your life fucked with?
I am familiar with you guys, yes. Okay, I gotta stop, guys. My stomach is falling apart. I gotta get some food in me. Not bad. I may have to come back and work on this one a little bit more, but not a half bad attempt. Okay, y'all be good. Thanks for the hangs.